chest is about to get worked. I think you knew that by the title, but what's the harm in reiterating what we already know? So, basic plan. I'll just get through the workout before I talk about any kind of random ass banter. But basic idea is I'm probably going to start off with incline barbell. Then I could foresee doing some pec deck, perhaps some cable presses, and then finishing with some cable flies. Now, I'm not saying that's what I'm locked into. Wow, this guy has no idea how to deal with this intersection. But that's a workout which I could hypothetically see happening in the very near future. But let's say for whatever reason, when I'm warming up, my shoulders just feel a little weird on the incline barbell. I mean, I've gone through periods where, like, I didn't like incline barbell so much that I just fucking talk smack on it. But it kind of, for me, rotating between incline barbell, Smith, and dumbbells, it just kind of transitioned between them. So my chest training never gets too stale for too long. One thing that kind of sucks though is, 150s are not, they're not the most abundant commodity in most commercial gyms. They're not that rare, in the grand scheme of things. People move the 150s around, so I've seen them in a couple gyms. The Metro, they've got one. I think they've got 190s, but it kind of I don't know. I don't like the benches that are in the heavy weight room there. I wish they had slightly different benches. But enough of that. So sometimes I like doing incline Smith. Sometimes I like incline barbell. Some other times I like incline dumbbell. They're all slightly different. I can probably get a better contraction at the top when I'm doing dumbbells, right? Because unlike a barbell, where the top position is pretty much where you're resting, with the dumbbells, even though you get to the top and you've got your arms fully extended, right, the weights are still slightly wider than your shoulders. So even when you're up here at the top, you're still fucking flexing your pecs. And then Smith, you don't have to worry so much about stabilizing the weight. So you can actually, probably push out some more partials, which you may not have been able to get with barbell or dumbbell, just because, you might give out and have to either re-rack it, or if you have the dumbbells, throw them down. So, and then same thing, but probably to an even greater extent, if you do like an incline press, like an incline hammer strength chest press, same deal. You'll be able to get some partials out, which you wouldn't with free weights. But then you could look at it from the other angle. Oh, well, when you're doing your free weights, you're working those stabilizer muscles, right? So it's just a back and forth of like argumentative jargon on like which method is the best. You've all heard people talking smack on incline barbell being like not optimal or whatever. I mean, you could say that about anything, right? For me, and as far as I'm concerned, starting a chest day with any incline pressing movement is going to be good, right? So just do whichever one happens to feel good at the time, or whichever one you think you're going to be pretty strong on. I wouldn't want to start off with, so let me explain this. I wouldn't want to start off my chest day with working sets of like pec deck or cable flies, just because I'm not going to be able to get enough tension on the muscle to seriously work it as as intensely as I can. Right? The amount of tension on my fucking pecs when I've got 3.5, occasionally 4 plates on a bench, it's so much more than with just a pec deck, even with the whole stack. And when you're strong, I think that's when you want to target your muscles with as much tension as possible. So, in my mind, a good chest day is one that starts with heavy compounds, being heavy pressing, and then trends towards some lighter squeezing movements. Now, you could still do pressing movements, like, when I finish incline bench, or I think when I finish incline bench, I'm going to move on to some cable presses, but they won't be, the whole point of those won't be to, like, just move as much weight as possible. It'll really just be to, like, squeeze the fuck out of my pecs to the top, and, just fatigue the fuck out of the chest. But enough talking about it. Wait a second. You gotta be kidding me. Alright. I am fairly certain that the Y is fucking closed. Because it's the weekend. So, all that shit is gonna get totally changed up. We gotta do a 180 to Planet Fitness. So, I will see you in there for the first working set. Whoops. I think the mic may have been disconnected this whole time. So if it was, that was some fucking hard sets of incline Smith, which is basically what I said I was going to do. Even though I was going to go to the Y, I was going to do incline barbell. So a little bit of a lengthy setup here, but feels pretty good. Right, premises, cable on either end, all the way at the lowest setting, and then put a bench in the middle. So I'm doing not only just a cable press, it also converges. So, I mean, you'll see it, but the squeeze is just unparalleled. You get the idea. Oh my goodness. Oh. Whoa. Okay. Actually, on second thought, let's just do some normal cable flies. This chest day has been fucking beyond solid. I think I had a little bit of technical issues with the mic, so some of the clips, I may have to cut out some commentary. I think I must have got sand in the port or something, but I'm gonna go back and do one more set of cable flies, and then we're done. We can check the pump. Do a little bit of a drop set for this last one. All right. Oh, fuck. For the drop set, I'll do high to low flies. Just feels a little different. Well, actually, it feels a lot different. Okay. All right. Let's go check the pump. We're done. Oh, almost forgot to turn on the exposure. Okay, so no one's actually using the fucking locker room, so I don't care recording in here. Obviously, if there's a fucking half-naked dude next to me, maybe I'd chill out and go out in the open. But enough of that. I'm kind of excited to fucking see what this pump holds. It's fun really covering up, because then you've got no idea what's underneath until you see it. So this is gonna be hard to get back on since it's so fucking wet. Yeah. All right. Oh yeah, we're working with something. I'm a little sunburnt. Went to the lake today. Oh, oh my goodness. That's a decently freaky, most muscular. Whew. Dude, just fucking, just sitting here, they're like poking out way more than normal. And with a chest pump, you know, I kind of get just a whole fucking front torso pump because my front delts get some work from all the incline shit. The nature of doing flies, right? Obviously, it's putting tension on your biceps. So I got a small amount of bicep pump. Just fucking, just everything's looking crazy. Oh my God. Okay, one more and then we're out of here. Oh. All right, let's get in the fucking car. There we go. Okay, let's fucking get home quick because I did not make the cluster dextrin shake because I was fucking in a little bit of a hurry. So yeah, chest got fucked. Um, whoa, Jesus, this guy's trying to hit me. Not cool. Uh, throw me on a loop here. Yeah, chest got obliterated. Obliterated. That that was a freaky ass pump. Oh yeah. I mean, I pretty much called it. You know, heavy pressing in the beginning, followed by cable pressing slash flies toward the end. You know, beginning emphasizing more so heavy shit, tons of tension on the chest, really fucking just fatiguing to failure. And then the end, you know, obviously those sets of pec decks and cable flies, like they were hard sets, they were burning, but they weren't doing so much damage to my pecs as those heavy pressing movements. Those movements were more so to fill my fucking chest with blood, you know, burn out, really finish off the pump. Which, you know, in a bodybuilding context, I think that's the fucking way to do it. You know, sometimes there's caveats like the way I train shoulders, I don't really do anything heavy. I haven't done like shoulder press. Actually, I did do it slightly recently. But no, like I haven't had shoulder pressing in the routine for years. I haven't done an overhead or like a seated dumbbell shoulder press for like probably, I think 3 years, maybe two. Yeah, close enough. Uh, and I used to do like the fucking 110s, but you know, there's just no need because, well, for one thing, my front delts are already kind of developed enough. My shoulders are already developed enough, but what was I about to say? Yeah, like with shoulders, you know, I don't start off with like sets as heavy as fucking possible. You know, on side delts, I never really go higher than 50 pounds for the side laterals. There's just no need. And with same with rear delts, right? Really, I'm just trying to pump them up. So at least for me, they don't really require that much intense work. But that's probably just because I feel like they're big enough. If I didn't think they were growing enough, or if they were, you know, slacking behind, I would want to fucking hit them as hard as possible. Because that's the honestly, I mean, that's pretty much your goal every time you go to the gym. I'm sure we all know this. You don't build muscle in the gym, right? You're just fucking trying to tear it down as much as possible and then rebuild it later. Now, you know, how you go about that, like what's the absolute perfect way to stimulate muscle growth in one workout? Hey man, if I had the answer, I would tell you, right? There's probably not a specific way, because for one thing, everybody's going to respond to training differently. But, you know, you do, I would say it's probably within the range of maybe 7, 8 to 12 sets per body part. And as long as those sets are hard, you know, you can tell you're tiring out the muscle, you're approaching failure for the most part, and you end the lift with a pump. Then in terms of the training, guess what, man? You fucking executed it perfectly. Or at least as good as you can hope for. Then, obviously, if you want to gain weight, you know, you eat a fucking normal amount of protein, gramish per pound of body weight, and then as much other food and, you know, fats and carbs as you need to gain it. So if you're fucking walking around at 160, you can't gain weight. You know, you're telling people, "Oh, I've tried everything. I just can't. I'm a hard gainer." Really, what you're saying is you're a hard eater. Um, Whether or not that makes sense in that name, I'll explain it in a second. You know, uh, I'm not inclined to believe there's like necessarily a hard gainer per se. right? Everybody's muscles are, for the most part, the fucking same. I guess there's fucking, at the most obviously abrupt end, there's people with like, muscular dystrophy, so that's a little bit different. But assuming you don't have any specific condition, guess what? You can build as much muscle as the fucking next guy. For the most part. Obviously, there's genetic phenoms, whatever, but don't worry about that, right? Your fucking muscle fibers and your capability of becoming a hardcore lifter, it's the same as the dude who's already done it. It may seem a little bit daunting. Let's say your buddy gets you into the gym for the first time. You tell him you're kind of interested in learning how to work out, and you follow him through a couple of workouts. And let's say you finish doing the first half of push-pull legs. So, new lifter, you go with your buddy, he takes you through a whole chest and tri day, whole back and bi day, and a whole leg workout. And after those 3 days, assuming you actually did all three, you sit down and you go, holy fuck. Oh, everything hurts. I can't do this. Why is this so hard? Uh, you know, Perfectly valid response. As a new dude, that shit is hard. It's hard to get used to. Well, the process of getting used to training may seem a little bit less enjoyable in the beginning. But, you know, if you fucking take a dude who's never lifted before and you get him into the gym consistently for, a month, 2 months, that initial, maybe week of like serious soreness just from the fact that, weight training is a completely new stimulus for him and he's never actually done a workout. After that fucking week or so, you're fucking used to it. And you can just keep going harder and harder and harder, assuming you eat your food and rest properly. Obviously, if you don't get enough sleep and you don't eat enough, then you're just gonna, like, by way of thermodynamics, burn out. But assuming you actually rest enough and you recover enough, right, you can just fucking, you can train hard. I totally lost my train of thought just now. What the fuck was I just talking about? Whatever. Basic idea. Don't limit yourself if you see somebody bigger than you. Right? Your mentality should be, just wait. I'll fucking catch up to you. I'll I'll get you one day. Just wait. Yeah, holy crap, dude. I just got like a wave of brain fog. But enough of that. I think there is a little bit of perhaps motivational speech in there. Whatever. Main points for me. Chest got destroyed. I got back tomorrow, and I'm gonna go make my cluster reduction shake. Probably get some kind of takeout food in a little bit. Maybe some Canes. I'm a goddamn Canes addict at the moment. And cardio in the morning. You know, whether or not you want to do it, that is up to you. That is freaking up to you. But that's it. I'll see you guys next time.